Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to NFL Show with Dr. Moby and Brian. And we are here for this week's episode. How was everybody's week? How was yours, Brian?
Good. Really good.
Really good. So, getting ready for Christmas?
Yeah, we're all wrapped up. I can't believe it's Friday already.
Yeah. So did you get your things started?
Yep, we're all good. Just got to wrap the last three things, and we'll be all done. But yep, got all the shopping completed.
And what about tree? Everything?
All the trees. Yep, we put some trees up this year. We had those up probably about 3 weeks now.
Okay. Very good. So I hope everybody enjoyed the crazy week.
Yeah.
So
let's really crazy.
Yeah, let's wrap up the games and let's see what we were able to see this week so far. So, what is your prediction so far?
So this week we've already had 3 games. We had the Chargers and the Raiders. They played Thursday, went down to overtime. I picked the Raiders, the Vegas, and they lost in overtime and kind of hurt their playoff chances. Who did you pick?
I think I picked Raiders too.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked they lost. I mean, especially with, Derek Carr hurt his groin early in that game, and Mariota came in and actually played really well. Went to overtime, but the Raiders lost that one. So
yeah. So that was kind of unexpected. So
yeah, the playoff picture. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But the Raiders if they had won that game, they'd have been right there. They're still not eliminated per se, but they're pretty close to being eliminated. And then we had 2 games yesterday. Buffalo goes into Denver and pretty much dominates that game. I picked the Bills. They're looking really good. I think they're 11-3. I think they actually clinched the division last night. It's probably the first time New England hasn't won that division in I don't know how many years. But who'd you have there?
So I think I had New England. So
no, I mean they played Denver.
Yeah. So they all. I had Bills. So
yeah, Bills are again they're looking really good. Between them, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, I think that's probably the top 3 teams in the AFC. So. But then we also had Green Bay, Carolina yesterday. Green Bay wins 24-16. I picked Green Bay.
Yeah.
I wasn't too shocked about that.
Yeah, so. I think Green Bay is going to do really well. So let's see what everything else.
Then today's games, we got San Francisco at Dallas. I picked San Francisco. Both these teams have kind of struggled this year. Both of them, had a lot of injuries. Really, neither one of them are playing for the playoffs, but I picked San Francisco.
So yeah, I think I have also San Francisco. So let's see.
Big game between Seattle and Washington. Seattle's trying to get the lead back in the division. I think the Rams technically are in first place right now. Washington leads their division. It's been going back and forth between them and the Giants, but I think. I picked Seattle. I think this game will be a close game. Washington's defense is really strong, so we'll see how this comes out. But who'd you have?
Yeah, I think this is very interesting. How Washington kind of revived these playoffs. And I was torn between. I was going to pick Washington. I know why.
Well, I mean, what's kind of pushed me more so to Seattle's. The status with Alex Smith. I don't think he's going to play this week. Not saying Dwayne Haskins is not capable of coming in and playing well, but this would be the first time he has started, I think, since like week 4. So it's going to be interesting to see how he performs. But I went with Seattle. Just one of those, as we always say, gut feelings.
Yeah, I know.
So, but
Let's
I picked Seattle.
Let's see.
And then we have Chicago, Minnesota divisional game. I think I went with Chicago. I'd have to look back at my sheet, but I think I picked Chicago. Minnesota's been up and down this year. I believe they lost last week. I forget who they played, but I'm going with Chicago. Trubisky probably had his best game. They played the Texans last week, and he looked really good. They dominated Houston last week, so I don't know if they can carry that over this week, but I went with Chicago. Who'd you pick?
Yeah, I think I'm also with Chicago. So.
Okay. And then New England, Miami. I picked Miami, but I could see New England. Bill Belichick seems like he always finds a way to stop, rookie quarterbacks. He's can design a defense within that week and give him time to prep. So, this game could definitely go either way, but I went with Miami. They got something to play for. So.
Oh, you got Miami?
Yeah, I picked Miami.
Oh, I picked New England.
So if Miami loses, that's going to hurt them as well with their playoff chances. But we'll see what happens. And then Jacksonville, Baltimore. I think this is an easy one. Baltimore. They beat my Browns last week. It was a great game, one of the best games I've seen in a while. Came down to the end, but Baltimore pulled it out, and I think they'll win this week fairly easy. How about you?
Yeah, I have Baltimore.
And then Tampa Bay, Atlanta. I think Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I think they're like 8-4 or 5 or something. So I think Tampa Bay will win this game. I think it's going to be a good game though.
Yeah, I got Tampa Bay too.
Then we got Detroit and Tennessee. Tennessee, right now, I think is currently leading that division at 9-4. I think they somehow hold the tiebreaker with the Colts, who's also 9-4. But I'm picking Tennessee in this one.
Okay, so yeah, I think I did not pick Tennessee. So.
You went with Detroit?
No, sorry, Tennessee. Yeah, I got Tennessee. Not good.
And then a divisional Houston, Indy.
Yeah, that's probably I picked.
So I picked Indy in this one. I think this will be another. I think it'll be a close game, but I think Indy's gonna win this game. They got something to play for. Houston right now is just playing for pride. So.
Yeah, Houston. So I think Indy is gonna win probably.
Philly, Arizona. Philadelphia shocked me last week the way Jalen Hurts came in and played, and they got the win against New Orleans. They play Arizona this week. I think it's out west. My guts told me to go with Arizona, but I could see this game kind of going either way as well.
Yeah.
And then we have the Jets and the Rams. Jets haven't won a game. I think Rams will easily win this one. I believe the Jets right now have kind of packed it in. They're looking to get that number 1 pick for the draft.
Oh.
So I think this is an easy one. I think the Rams will get this easy.
Yeah.
And Kansas City, New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
This will be a good game. Drew Brees is coming back after, I think, being out for 3 weeks. I picked Kansas City, but I think this could definitely go either way. What did you got?
Yeah, I got Kansas City, so.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. I think Kansas City's trying to get that week off. Right now, they have only lost 1 game, so I think they got a lot to play for. New Orleans as well, but
yeah.
I think Kansas City will get the win.
Yeah.
And then we got Cleveland and the Giants tonight. I don't think Daniel Jones is playing tonight. I think it's going to be Colt McCoy. I think Cleveland will win. I think it's going to be a really close game, though. The Browns are coming off that heartbreaker last week, so I think it'll be a close game, but I think Cleveland will win in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then your Monday night matchup, Pittsburgh is
Oh.
at Cincinnati. It should be an easy game for Pittsburgh. Cincinnati has nothing to play for. Joe Burrow, hurt several weeks ago. I see Pittsburgh getting an easy win there in Cincinnati.
So yeah, that'll be good. I think now is playoffs. Big question is playoffs.
Absolutely. So, speaking of playoffs, Bills clinched the AFC East. Dolphins are right behind them at 8-5. The Pats are pretty much not mathematically eliminated, but they're 6-7. Don't see them getting in the playoffs, and that'd be like the first time in I don't know how many years that they haven't made the playoffs. Jets 0-13, obviously not going anywhere. And then the AFC West, Chiefs are at 12-1. Vegas is 7-7. They took that hard loss Thursday. They're kind of on the outside looking in right now. Denver and the Chargers they're not going to make it. They're both 5-9. The North, you got Pittsburgh 11-2, Cleveland 9-4, Baltimore 8-5, and Cincinnati is 2-10. And then AFC South, you got the Titans and Colts at 9-4, and then the Texans and Jags. Really, they're eliminated. So we'll see. It's going to right now. The top 3 AFC teams for the playoffs or wild card, I believe, is Cleveland, then the Colts, and then Miami. But Baltimore, I think, has the easiest remaining schedule. And I saw the percentages. They have like an 86% chance of getting in the playoffs. So, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So Tampa Bay is eliminated.
No, Tampa Bay, they're 8. And let me see
8
here.
and 10.
Tampa Bay, I believe they're 8 and 5. And Saints right now, I don't think the Tampa Bay can win that division. The Saints are 10 and 3. I mean, there's 3 games left, so anything's possible. I don't think the Saints are going to lose 3 games in a row. I think they'll lose against Kansas City, but I think NFC, right now Washington is 6 and 7, and the Giants are 5 and 8. If the Giants lose tonight, there's only 2 games left, and even if the Skins would lose, they're still going to be 1 game up, and I believe they have beat the Giants both times this season. So, or vice versa. I don't know. Maybe the Giants beat them.
Yeah.
I think the Giants beat them twice. So that could come down to the last week, that division. That's going to be very, very interesting to see who wins that one. But the West, right now, the Rams and Seattle both are 9 and 4. It's going to come down probably to the last couple of weeks to see who pulls that division out. And then the NFC North, Green Bay's got that locked up. They're 11 and 3. The next team is Vikings. They're 6 and 7. The Bears. And then the South, you have, like we just mentioned, the Saints 10 and 3, and the Bucks are 8 and 5. So, going to be, last couple of weeks. It's going to come down to, those last 3 games. So.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Wow, the whole season we made it.
I know, week 15, and only got a couple more weeks to go before we'll be talking playoff games.
Yeah, that is very interesting. So it's been a crazy season. But look at, New England is going to be out, as well as Tampa Bay probably might not make it. So.
Yeah, I think, Tampa Bay, I think right now, they're in a wild card slot, so it all depends on these last 3 weeks. Here I think probably by next week we might have a better idea. If Tampa Bay wins this week, I think they're almost going to be a lock, because everybody in the NFC, the wild cards are, I don't think anybody has 9 wins. So the next team other than Tampa Bay, you're talking Seattle at 9 and 4. The Cardinals are at 7 and 6. Vikings and Bears 6 and 7. So right now Tampa Bay, I think, has the number 1 wild card seed. So we'll see how these last 3 weeks wrap up. So.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Well, how is everybody doing with their picks? But I'm not doing very well.
Yeah, I've been struggling as well. It's been a rough year.
It's been rough year, and we have 3 games to go, and hopefully me and Brian make up.
I'd like to get 1 victory for the pool to, break even, but it's kind of looking slim to none at this point.
Yeah, so our chances are slim to none.
Yep.
So let's, you think weather is going to be okay for some of the outdoor games?
We've definitely, here in Northern Virginia, we've had our share of some winter weather already. I think Cleveland is at New York tonight. I'm not sure what, the forecast is there, but it's definitely going to be cold. These outdoor stadiums in the Northeast and Midwest here, you could, if they're not a dome stadium, which Cleveland's not, Baltimore's not, Pittsburgh's not, the chance, if you make it to the playoffs, having inclement weather is pretty high. So, and that definitely can affect the outcome of the game. So, and Buffalo, they clinched their division, so they'll definitely host at least 1, home game. Pittsburgh will host a game. Kansas City, if they end up winning, getting the best record in the AFC, they'll be home field throughout. So that weather can be, very bad.
Yeah. So that'd be very interesting to see how.
Absolutely.
So I hope everybody is still taking precautions for COVID and stay safe. Keep your family safe, and share with us any of your thoughts and picks. That's always excellent. So with that, thank you for watching our show. But don't forget to send us feedback. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.